The first game in the final of the GO4Heroes tournament. The second tournament, and we have Well Met going up against Team Paper. My Insanity has been defeated, El Nexo has been defeated. It is the German team against the Polish team. We have to the left side the Germans here, Well Met with Soccer on the Arthurs, Hysterica on the Tyranda, Hazorps is playing the Reina, Hiruke the Uther, and Nomi the Stitches. I guess not the entire team is German, but still like the core of it is. So let's just keep them calling it that way. To the right side we have the Polish team. It is AD on the Abathur, who got through the draft, Psyche on the Chen, Nika on the Vala, we have Xoltro on the Zebo, and Leo from Korea on the Brightwing. The bans in this game were actually very interesting, since we had Falstad and also Tychus banned, so two of the main DPS were eliminated immediately, which resulted in Abathur being picked by Team Paper. And, well, the last pick that we saw in the game for Team Well Met was Tyranda, which was quite interesting considering which kind of formations we already had in the game. So Tyranda, definitely a hero that can lend a lot of support to a team, especially when it comes down to her marksman and the D ability to really burst the target down. But it's going to be tricky for them to really keep her alive. We have only one massive tank for Team Paper. It is the Chen, who needs to be extremely careful here. But Vala and Nazebo, great damage dealers, and also two heroes that at any point could be copied by the Abathur. I feel like going into that late game, the Abathur is gonna win or lose that game for Team Well Met, so he needs to be extremely strong there. Nomi in the mid lane on the Stitches, going up against Nika on his Vala again. To the top lane we have a tri-lane versus, well, basically two heroes, but of course that Abathur is also there. I was like thinking even about a Nova being taken by Well Met, but they decided to go for the Tyranda, which with the Owl can always put pressure on the Abathur, but a good Abathur should be able to really, like, not dodge that, but like play accordingly. Nice lockdown here against Leo, and immediately also Tyranda moving in and getting her moves with the stun, especially, of course, trying to go for the double lockdown. Not really working too much though. Now we suddenly have the teams moving in for the seeds, and there's also Xoltro who tries to take the first few. I feel at the beginning of the game that's really when the Abathur is not really gonna be a big asset for his team, just because like he cannot have a position on the map, and with the seeds being taken, it's always a bit tricky. He makes, of course, that Chen very tanky with the additional shield, and also then the DPS is going to be quite nice. We're going to take a look at the build a bit later. Promote has been changed quite a lot, so I doubt that we're going to see Promote being used here. Garden of Terror is, as you can see, the first map in the best of 3. This is the final. Last week we had My Insanity take it. This week, on the other hand, it is going to be a different team. We already know that. Soccer is in trouble suddenly. A good Venom that he used there, and Nika is moving away. So both teams really trying to just like go blow to blow here, but we have Well Met with more seeds so far. They took 3 of the small camps, and we saw from the Polish team only 1 being taken. And up to the top lane, that's where the big shuttle is now being attacked. So they're trying to get the additional seeds. We saw AD already move down to the bottom lane, trying to push that in a bit with his Locust. Up to the top, Hiruke is still there. He needs to be careful. Leo with the Abathur hat, but yeah, Abathur not doing anything there. So it's going to be an exchange between, at least for now, the Shamblers. All those seeds go at this point to Team Paper. Down at the bottom lane, we see the exact same thing for Well Met, which means that they get the first plant. They took that extra camp completely, so they have exactly 100 seeds against 75 for Team Paper. Also, they get an advantage in experience. They have level 6 nearly completed, as we see level 5 here for the Polish team. And that is probably the more scaring part of the two. Nomi is already about to move back to take the plant on the Stitches here. At the bottom lane, we have Arthurs and also Reina moving in. And, well, AD cannot really hold this alone. He won't be able to do that. So they are going to lose quite a bit there. Losing a bit of their momentum, Team Paper that is. Up at the top, we already have another wave moving in. Both teams are trying to just like move to the bottom and the mid lane, as we see at this point Nomi dropping not only the mercenaries here with the pot, but also pressuring Nika. Down to the bottom lane is the rest of the players for Well Met, and they are trying to take this. Like, Team Paper was extremely happy when they took down El Nexo earlier, and I mean for good reason. El Nexo, the dominant team in Europe for sure right now, and it was a very close match as well. Up to the top lane, it's once again the plant doing its damage, with Nika trying to just use the multi-shot as best as he can to drop the pot here, and and that's something that he was able to kill pretty soon. Down to the bottom lane, on the other hand, we still have like Soccer, Iruka, Hazops, and Hysterica trying to push in, and they already dropped one of the towers. They can go straight for the second one. Mule being used here, and the jump in both teams are level 7, and the kill against Arthur is really well done by the Chen. He can move back again, just gets barely away, but good kill that we saw there. Up to the top lane, one tower down, second one about to fall, and here comes the pot again. Nomi going for it. Down to the bottom lane, what do we have there? We have Khaldor, we have Leo, and also Saiku trying to just like keep that tower alive. They're actually doing a really good job. That Mew, of course, is helping them out, and that's also another strength that we see on the Abathur. The top lane is still being pushed, and by now there's also a heartbeat in the mid lane for Team Wellmet. Hook missed by Nomi, doesn't get that, but a bit of damage already done to the top fort. So looking at the talents now, we're already level 9 and 8. We have the Owl build, of course, like there's no other build for Tyrande that is really competitive at this point. A Slam build on Nomi with the Tenderizer as the 7th talent. The multi-shot build for the Vala. And if you look at the Abathur, it is the additional health, it is the unlimited range on the nests, which is extremely helpful if you want to be mobile on the map later on. So all those things we're going to see from them now. Pretty standard builds for most of the heroes, of course with the adjustment of the promote being exchanged for the global nests here. And, well, down to the bottom lane, what do we have there? Hazops is trying to take down the mercenary camps. We have level 10 by now for Wellmet, and we are already seeing level 9 for Team Paper, but they're an entire level behind, and that is actually starting to become a bit of a problem. They need experience and they need it fast. They take the top camp, but it looks like Wellmet wants to make a play now that they have the 10. And that play seems to involve the bottom lane, as most of them go down. Oh my god, like for a second, Bright being not attentive enough, and he is going to die there. Or is he going to get away? No, he's not. Hiruka is also just moving in with the team. It's 5 heroes and the Knight Camp pushing the bottom lane, and they are going to lose another tower here. So 1 hero down, and now soon the 10 is going to hit also for team. But yeah, Solidro, oh my god, Solidro, like that was kind of obvious that would happen there. He moves in the lane. I think in the second he made that right click, he already realized what was going on there. Well met, pressuring the bottom lane and taking it easily, like no problem whatsoever. But now we have the 10 talent, and that's where suddenly Abathur is starting to become a bigger threat thanks to his heroic ability. And this is where they really need to start making their plays. They're already catching the seeds up to the top, but of course they fell in experience. Abathur is able to push the top lane pretty hard though, and that's what he's doing right now. There, Hiruka or Hysterica actually misses his Owl there, and another tower goes down. More experience for the Polish team, and that's where Abathur is becoming really handy, especially when he starts to hit the 16. It's going to be super strong. There comes the plant now, but that might be the second plant. The drop against Nazebo again. The hook of Nomi took him out. A really good wall of zombies, but at this point we really have Wellmet dominating this. They're taking the plant, they're gonna have one plant on for themselves. Oh god, it's like, it's a 4. There they go in, a 4 versus 5. You should not fight that. Emerald Wind being used. Here comes the Ravenous Spirit. Sokka's actually in trouble. Sokka might be in trouble here. He gets healed by Hiruka, needs to move back. Ravenous Spirit duration is over, and we see the 5th hero coming back for the Polish team. That top lane is still being pushed, and that fort is maybe even gonna fall. Down here on the other hand, there is the copy on the Nazebo. They're starting to push that in. Hiruka is suddenly being polymorphed. Once is polymorphed, maybe twice. There comes the quick move in, and down goes Hiruka. He's being dropped, but we have the counter plant now growing for Wellmet. So up to the top, the keep is gonna die. There's no question about it, and they are not even trying to chase that. It's just like move away from it and move down to the bottom, trying to maybe kill even a bit more than that. AD already is out on the map and just like starting to do his Abathur things, but we have level 13 by now for Wellmet, and that means an additional talent for them that they are going to put to some use right now. Trying to, at least. The plant is moving in forward a lot now too, and we do not have an heroic ability on the Abathur at this point, which makes him more of a pusher hero than anything else. The importance is of course going to be when he hits the level 16, that he can use the triple locus on the map and really just go for that split push abilities that he has. That's when he becomes extremely scary to the opponent's team, and where he can win games and change the outcome. But right now there's still always the threat of a hook just dashing in and dropping one of the heroes, and that's exactly what he's trying to do. And Leo is being eaten. Nice move by Nomi here, good positioning for that, and they drop Leo. Leo is getting his face wrecked this game. And at least that's the second or even the third time that he dies here after a quick hook. Nice move against Hazops. That was a good plant attempt here by Xoltro. but there's still one hero down, and also the Abathur is still pushing the bottom lane. He's going for the bottom lane, trying to push that in. They're defending the fort, but now they dropped out of the plan to 30 seconds, and we still have 4 well met. Once more, the Owl just like hitting home, going straight into the mid lane. We have 13 now, finally as well, but here comes, nice push out. That was not really well coordinated. Didn't realize that, I guess. Hazorps losing that, pushing him back, and therefore the stun not hitting. And here comes the move against Nomi. They're not going with a Revenant Spirit for the Tyrande just yet. Really great what we see by Soccer there to just like make sure that he always gets at least 1 or 2 polymorphs off. Really good job at that. Abathur at the bottom lane, still doing his thing, and he is starting to really push that in hard. In the mid lane, that's where the plant is still there. And look at those hooks again! Leo is dead again, like over and over again he dies. It's 5 kills against 2 in this game, and with 1 hero up, well, Matt just moves in. Here comes the Starfall being used by Hysterica. Easy kill on that fort, like no question. We have the copy on AD and trying to get a hero there. A bit of a wasted Abathur ulti. They were really trying to defend that, but Abathur was there too late, I feel, on that copy. So right now the duration on the copied Vala is already moving down, and that makes it extremely difficult for them to really just utilize that heroic ability. I don't feel that they can. Looking at the talents again, we have Sprint already taken, full multi-shot build here on the Vala. At the same time, looking at the Abathur, we see him with the Assault Strain. That alone gives him a lot of pushing potential already. That one talent is important. It is nearly important as a 16 talent. It's a great one. And of course here the increased Lunar Blaze for Tyrande, also not really a big surprise. The Mega Smash for Stitches, who's probably going to go for the stun as well, especially since we have an Azebo on the opponent's team. And Brightwing now with the Rewind, the Emerald Wind not being used in the last battle there. So well met with the advantage. No question about it. Well, Met has the advantage right now. They have the upper hand. They have an 11 on their, they have a level on their opponent, and they will hit the 16 very early. The question for Team Paper is now, can they stay alive, utilize their own 16 then to maybe come back? They were behind against El Nexo as well. They were behind and were still able to pull it off. No, they're not going for the seeds just yet. Not going for the seeds yet. The call was to not get them. And with that 16 level that we see for Wilmette, they have now, of course, once again dips on the seeds. And they are using that. They're taking the seeds at the top, and they will get another plant this night, 100%. Only question is, are we going to see a counter plant by Team Paper, yes or no? They're switching it up. And really with the seed count right now, there is no way that Team Paper is getting a plant. They cannot get a plant. They will be on 99 seeds if they get every single one down here. They will be on 99. So, let's see what exactly are we going to see from the Abathur. Is he going to be able to drop that down here? That is a great push that they have going on there. They're already going straight for the fort. And the plant is growing for well met. And it should be 99 now that we see for Team Paper. Yes, 99 seeds for them. So 1 seed after the plant is ready. It's an exchange between forts now as well. The top lane is being dropped by Wellmet. The bottom lane will most likely fall to the Abathur with his pushing ability there. He's going to get the 16 too, and then we are going to see him tunnel out on the map and use the triple locust, which is definitely something that he should do and that he needs to do to bring his team back. That's where his strength lies. That mule, of course, comes in handy as well, like no doubt about that. There's the 16. And well, with the 16, let's have a look at the talents. Of course it's the triple locust. The focus on the flying kick here as well. We see blood for Nika on the Vala. On the other hand, we have for Hiruka the imposing presence. We see the focus on the sentinel build. Pretty much what you would expect there, and also the slam target for Stitches. So that mini stun, which is amazing against the Azebo. Against all kinds of channeling ultimates, really. This time, Nomi missing a hook, but nice polymorph again against Saiku here. What about the Abathur? Already using the triple locust. Could go for his heroic ability. Doesn't use that just yet. Apparently he doesn't really have an opportunity to use it. Maybe he's like still in cooldown. Double check that a bit later, but he's trying to push down the keep at the bottom lane, and that plant is halfway down already. Nice dodge on the hook once again. So Team Paper is doing whatever they can. They kind of fall into that rhythm where they fall behind and then they start to make their comeback. And against El Nexo earlier, it worked like wonders. Right now we have once again a double Nazebo for the heroic ability, and once they see the ultimate on the Abathur, they move back. Well met, that is. The German team is moving back here, waiting for another hook opportunity. Nomi is there, hooks, but he does not have the fishing talent, and this didn't work out for him. Oh, the HP they drop on Soccer. The plant is nearly gonna be done, but we also need ADRD to use his heroic ability. He needs to use that. He needs to use that soon, because that copy is not gonna last very long. And I think they know that. I think they know that, and that's one of the main reasons why they're currently moving back. So, trying to just dodge that. The bottom lane is being pushed. Didn't even use that, by the way. So we have ADRD still there, using the triple locust immediately again, and starting to push in that bottom lane. Stitches just moved in with a single quick slam. That's all that he's got. Up at the top, the camp. Oh my god, they don't get it yet. Oh, that Rain of Vengeance. Really good Rain of Vengeance, but the Starfall is also there. And that amazing. Did you see that Spirit of Vengeance? That was really well done. Ravenous Spirit, of course, that is. Soccer being dropped. Hiruka not able to heal him. And now suddenly we have once again the Polish team on the hunt. They are on the hunt right now, and immediately moving in. That is Hiruka going down. A double kill for them. Stitches with a Gorge, but that's not enough to save his ass. Or is it? The stun against Saiku and the ultimate on the Panda. He drops the Stitches. The bottom lane is being pushed by the Abathur. He is moving in here as well. 3 heroes killed that Panda. Nearly dead. I still don't know how he survived. I mean, I didn't even see hit points on that bar anymore. And now they might be able to take down ADRD. Oh, yes, they're gonna get him. They're gonna get him! Yes! No! Yes! Good kill on the Abathur. That is really well done by Hazobs there. Saw an opportunity, took it. That is something where ADRD should have TP'd earlier than that. Usually you just move in on the lane, you drop the locust, and then you move back. But now, of course, this is scary now for Wilmed. And why is that? The defense of Team Paper was amazing against the plants. Now they already needed only 1 seed to get plant number 1, which they just got. If they get another 100 skulls now, while we still have like 1 or 2 heroes down for their opponent's team, what happens? They will have 2 plants back to back, and 15 minutes, 16 minutes into the game, that is. So that suddenly puts them in a position where they might be able to just have 2 plants, whereas their opponent's team only has like maybe 1. If they get that, then Team Well-Met is gonna bleed. They are gonna bleed a lot if that works out. So right now, Abathur's gonna be back in 3. I can already guarantee you that he's jumping up to the top to drop his locust. Probably somewhere around here, just behind it. And, well, where is he? Oh, not out there just yet. Oh, he copied actually the Nazebo. They want to go down here, but nope. It's actually all the seeds are going to go to... Alright, so we have plant versus plant with a bit of a lead still. Nice move there, by the way, with a stun, but ADRD, they're moving in right now. There's a quick stun thanks to the Lunar Blaze that we saw from the Tyrannus, but they're going for a mid lane now. And the top lane is still pushing in. I'm a bit surprised that we didn't see Abathur jump in, use his triple locust, and then go for the copy. Maybe he was still in cooler, but I don't think he was. So they dropped the first one, they dropped the first fort, but they're not going to be happy with that either. Especially since ADRD still has his Ravenous Spirit. He needs to stay away from the Stitches though, that's important because there it is. He waits for the slam, but he gets stunned regardless. Wow, alright. So that Ravenous Spirit didn't do anything there. Abathur jumps to the top lane now, uses the triple locust, moves back. Mid lane, that's where the action is at now though. Soccer is moving in with a sprint against Nika. They're going straight for that. The attempted hook against Leo, the block from the plant between the hook and the potential targets. Yeah, that's not gonna hit. Not without the fishing hook. Not without the fishing hook. Nice, by the way, those owls that we see from his Terriga. Decent job at that, getting those in for the damage. The Abathur is still at the top lane, still doing his thing. Down here, the keep is suddenly being pressured, and the mule already going for the repair. Here, Nika about to be dropped, not quite yet. Oh, Soccer is getting full hit in the face, and the same is also true for the Stitches. Nice move with the Starfall, not only doing damage to everything here, but also taking down the mule, which was about to repair the keep. The keep is being bursted down here by Well-Met, but here comes the Ravenous Spirit. They have nothing to interrupt. They have nothing to interrupt. And his Terriga goes down. His Terriga is dead, and Hazobs is in trouble as well. Psycho is about to move in, and he's gonna get him. Down he goes. It's a 2-for-1. The Stitches might fall too. Yes, he will. No, he's not. He's getting healed. Oh, but he dies. 3 versus 1, and another potential kill against Hiruka. Soccer is also in trouble. He's following the Nazebo, and Nazebo, with thanks to the Abathur, actually escapes for now. Oh, is about to escape. Another shot, and he goes down. And he gets him. Alright, good job. Well done there. And another kill. It's actually a 5 versus 2 that we saw there. And the Abathur is still at the top lane. Look at that fort. the keep here. The keep actually in a lot of trouble already. I mean, like down in hit points, down in shots. We still have Abathur moving in. He can jump in ahead and just like get a couple of additional spikes in there. Very well done by Team Paper. Now, looking at the 20s that were just like, oh, so important as well. Celestial Wrath on the Tyrande. We have the Blink with Ball of the Storm on the Reyna. We also have like double Resurgence for the team. The Evolution Master for the Abathur, as we see Annihilating Spirit and the Continuous Wind. If you look at the DPS in the game, Nazeebo is all the way up the top, followed by Tyrande, who with the Owl build just dishes out an amazing amount of damage. But besides that, it's really that siege damage that we see on the Abathur with his talents that he has that can break a game at this point. So right now we have Team Paper even in the lead in experience, and they can always push in that keep. That keep is always going to be exposed. As long as that Abathur is in there, it's going to be exposed. Nika and ADRD both right now the stun against Soccer and the drop. Oh my god, the polymorph didn't even allow him to go for his heroic ability. He didn't even get the Army of the Dead off, so suddenly he's down, and he's down for 60 seconds. He already used his earlier resurgence. So that means that we have them in a position where they can dominate the map when it comes to the seed count right now. And that is big. That's really big. Getting maybe 2 plants in a row at this part in the game is absolutely insane. The only question is really, are they able to pull that off? And I don't think they're going to be fast enough to really contest it, or are they? We dive down at the bottom lane, actually, like, well, Matt just now getting into position, and by that time you already have the plant up here on half HP. So suddenly this is getting extremely nasty. I mean, if they move down right now and try to contest that, look at that. Well, Matt is moving back since they realize that this is going to wreck their keep. This is going to wreck the keep if they don't take care of it. So suddenly it's a complete plant that we have for Team Paper. It's a full plant. And they move bottom now. They move bottom lane, and guess who's knocking at the top door? It's Abathur. Abathur with another triple locust, and that has damaged. That might take down the keep with the waves that are already pushing. Abathur is actually in the plant now. Abathur is in the plant, and they are moving in down to the bottom. They will get 2 plants in a row, boys. 2 plants in a row, and that is gonna be dirty. That is gonna be extremely dirty. Like, I fear for Well-Met here. If they don't get a kill right now with a good Gorge, maybe, then they are in trouble. Oh god, no me. Oh, no me. But that stun! Oh! Khaldor gets away! No, he does not. Khaldor is going to die here, but 2 heroes of Well-Met are down as well. Don't tell me he's gonna survive that. Holy shit! What? Khaldor survives that. It's a 2 versus 0, and Hysteria is in so much trouble right now. He's trying to get away, and he actually will. But look to the top lane. As promised, the keep is down, and 2 plants in a row. Like, that has ended games already a lot earlier than that. I mean, 20 minutes in, a double plant is absolutely brutal. And without them killing a single hero, look at that, they're even going to get more than that. They're not even happy with that. They're like, yeah, we have 2 plants in a row, but we are still going to take all the remaining seeds on that plant there. And then we will be able to, even if there is another night, get a head start of our opponent's team. Just like, look at that split. 140 seeds against 49. They're already moving in with another 30 seconds on the plan. And that keep here is, well, is under a lot of pressure right now. They move in, the rest of the team is on the way. Abathur needs to be careful. I mean, that's the problem, of course. With AD already in the plan, they cannot do too much because they need to make sure that Abathur, once he's out, is not gonna die. And wow, he has actually the balls of steel. Moving in here? What? With 9 seconds on the plan? Abathur is gonna drop. Abathur is gonna drop in the middle of the fight. There he is. Moves away, gets stunned, and burrows away for the ultimate. Wow. Gets the ultimate on the Vala, but that also means once that is done, he will still be here. And they know that. Khaldor is dying. If they don't win that fight, Abathur will be dead. And they kill the Panda as well. This is going to be the end of Abathur. That 1 hero is going to stay here, and Abathur is going to die when he comes out. He's trying to just run away, trying to do the damage. They have a second plan coming. He's already moving away. Like, I don't even know where he's going at this point. He's just trying to do as much damage as he can, I guess. And yeah, Abathur is down, and they're already waiting for him. Full in the face, bam. But he gets the locusts in. Really well done by him. Yeah, but still, it's 3 kills. 3 are down. 3 heroes down. Wow. 12 kills versus 13, but the plant is still growing, and they're waiting, of course, for as long as they can, even getting like new mercenary camps on the map, and that means mostly the easy camp. but the move into the middle, that keep is gonna fall. The keep here is going to fall, and yep, they cannot change. Nika is actually claiming the plant now. The Vala, which you don't see all that often. Are they trying to finish? There is no way they can finish with the plant here, can they? No way! Hazops is already nearly dead. Look at that Annihilating Spirit. Like, there is no way in hell that they can finish with the plant there. That's just no. No, never ever. Can they? No! Soccer about to die. They have it on 40. Yeah, that's, sorry, but that's just not gonna happen. No way. You cannot win that. Not with most of the heroes being back, the plant there. I don't know who made that call, but I do not agree with it at all. Like, against a 24-minute plant, the polymorph alone is gonna hit you hard, and that plant hits like a truck. You could see how fast it dropped Hazops there. And now we have still the Abathur, who can not only heal it up with the Mule, that's another thing that they should have thought about. It's not only about doing the damage. If they don't kill it, it doesn't even matter. And that's exactly what we see there. Trying to drop Nick out of the plant, good luck with that, and now it's the exact opposite. Now they're moving in, and with a plant, yes, with a plant you can end the game. Team Paper is moving in, they want to take it, and they are going to get their victory here. 4 or 5 heroes still alive, the plant doing damage, only Soccer there together with Nomi. That's not enough. The GG, as we see Team Paper take game number 1 against Well-Met in the final of the GO4Heroes tournament. Game 1 goes to Team Paper, and we're going to go straight into game number 2. Second game on Cursed Hollow here in the final of the GO4Heroes tournament, the second of its kind. We have game number 2. The first game ended in favor of Team Paper, the Polish team. Now we have Well-Met starting in game number 2 to the left side in blue with Sok on the Illidan, Hysterica on the Jaina. Yeah, you heard right, we're having a Jaina in here. Hazops on the Falstad and Hiruka on the Uther, whereas Nomi picked up the Arthurs. To the right side of the map, AD on the Nova, Leo from Korea on the Brightwing. We have Psycho on the Chen, Xoltro on Stitches, and Nika on Vala. The bans in the game, Tychus and Abathur. And the last 2 picks for Well-Met kind of blew us away here. We had Jaina and Illidan being picked, and this team is so squishy. If you look up squishy in the dictionary, you see the pictures of Illidan, of Jaina, and of Falstad right next to it. So with a Nova and a Vala in there, with the Stitches for the hooks, and then also the Panda for the flying kick, these heroes are gonna live a very, very dangerous life. On the other hand, there's also a lot of hunting potential, which in my opinion means that once we have those team fights starting, and the first team that loses a hero is gonna get rolled. If Well-Met loses the first hero, then it's just gonna snowball out of control because they are so squishy and they just don't have anybody else to like peel away. If on the other hand we have suddenly Team Paper losing the first hero, there's a lot of hunting that we see there on the side of the own opponent's team. So a lot of hunting stuff. Like the Illidan is not gonna let anybody escape. Hysterica on the Jaina is so much slow, it's gonna be exactly the same thing. Oh, and here they go for Xoltro. They go for Xoltro. Here comes the Panda moving in, and he's looking for Hysteria. Nope, goes straight for the Illidan. Jaina is trying to slow down, gets her damage in, and needs to be careful that there's not going to be a hook. So 3 versus 3, down to the bottom lane. In the mid lane, Hazops versus Nika. Up to the top, we have Hiruka versus Leo from Korea. The 2 healers are going up against each other, going for those health globes. Down to the bottom, what do we have there? We have at the same time Psycho just like waiting. We have, by the way, talking about waiting, Nomi and Soccer are just like looking at it. But we have also Nova moving straight into the mid lane, and the bird is there. There's the bird, and is there gonna be a hook? Ooh, no, yes, maybe. Oh, no, there's the attempt to drop the Vala, and okay, he gets away. Potential hook? Nope. That was actually like, yeah, that was like so-so. Doesn't get the hook in. Both teams soaking EXP. But this game can like really just completely skip in 1 second. One fight and that game skips. And I personally think that we have Well-Met in a very, very dire situation here. That lineup can work, but it's a risk. I feel they went for a very high risk, high reward lineup with this, and that might prove to be just a bit too much. Already the attack against, well, maybe Nomi, but there are 2 heroes against 3. There comes the bird in as well, and down goes immediately the Nova. They're dropping Nomi. Nika is moving away. He's not going to make it though, and they're also going to lose Stitches. They just wanted too much here. They moved in with 2, with 3 heroes, but the rotation was immediate, and now it's 3 kills against 1, and that puts Well-Met in the lead. Well-Met in the lead with the experience. And it was just Team Paper wanting a bit too much in this game. I don't think they really needed to go for it after they saw that the camp was already taken. And now they might lose the tribute because of that. Actually, like, they're moving straight into the middle. And we have at the top lane, Leo from Korea. He needs to actually stop this. It's a very nice timing that we have for those Siege Giant camp. That was, of course, intentional and not an accident. So down here, tribute taken by Hazops, and they let it go. They let it go for now. Moves back, and the missed hook by Khaldor, but the snipe by ADRD doing its damage. So, looking at the top lane, again, a bit of damage done by the Siege Giants, but taken out already. Experience-wise, it's actually very much the same right now, so there's not really a big difference that we see in EXP, now that we had the Brightwing soak the top lane, while the entire Well-Met team was aiming for the tribute. So it brings them back. Level 7 is what we're going to see there in just a few seconds, but actually Hazops needs to be careful at the top. He is. Here comes the talent that we've been talking about. So we have Deep Chill as the trade, Snowstorm, and then also Frostbitten. The trades for Jaina, which is probably what most people are really interested in right now. Taking a look at that. Besides it, once more, the multi-shot build, one of the standard builds, multi-shot and right-click build are probably the standards on her. We have Khaldor with a sustain build, so slam at the beginning, amplified healing then, and tenderizer. Not really going for everything that he has there, but to like sustain himself and get better hit point regeneration, but still trying to make sure that he is going to survive a bit longer on the Stitches. The attempt to maybe go for hook, and there it is. Hooks him in, and goodbye Nomi. Oh no, he's getting healed by Hiruka once. Gets healed twice. Soccer moves back. He's already extremely low. The entire team is on the run, and Soccer is down. Soccer is down, and that makes it a 4 versus 5. And that tribute is still there. 4 versus 5 at this point, and we have now up at the top already this one taken. Leo from Korea trading or getting that additional tribute. So 1 kill, 2 kills versus 3 kills at this point. Bottom lane, that's where we have ADRD. And of course, without that tank, if you have so many squishy heroes, you just need that tank at the front line. If he's already down, then you're in trouble. Nice wave clearing here by Jaina. She's so squishy. She's a flower. She can just die way too fast. 8 versus 9, that's what we currently see in experience. So slight lead for the Polish team. Polish team with a slight lead, and they want to go for that. The Polish fans in the Twitch chat right now, all of them, Napierdalai, going for Team Paper here. And especially Nika was super happy earlier when they were able to win against El Nexo. They knew how hard that would be. Now they're up against Well-Met, and so far they're doing quite well. They're in the lead in the best of 3 with a 1-0. So 1 more map for them, and they will be the champions of the second GO4Heroes Cup. The tribute spawns to the left side of the map, down to the bottom half, and we have them moving into position. Team Paper, that is, up to the top lane. It still has ops. They might actually give that up, but we have Brightwing moving in. And yes, they don't want to lose the towers here. Brightwing versus Falstad. The tribute is still being attacked. Brightwing could jump in whenever he needs to, and he does that exactly now. And Falstad is flying in as well. All 5 of them are here. All 10 of them. 5 for each team. The attack against Nomi. Here comes Psycho. Oh, the Golem is helping as well. He's moving in already, and at the same time, the shotgun. Oh! It's only Leo from Korea. The Gorge that we saw from Khaldor, but Sok is still alive. Here comes Nika with his quick strafe, doing a lot of damage, but that stun against Leo. Leo is still alive, but Panda might die. No, he does not. He kills the Uther, and he goes for Jaina. Jaina about to die. Falset somehow moves away, but Jaina, no, she's not gonna make it. And there comes the hunt against the Illidan. They get the Arthurs as well down here. We have still Leo from Korea getting more experience, and they get the tribute too. 2 tributes for them, and now it's time for the Golem. It is Golem time, ladies. They are moving straight for that, trying to push that back down to the bottom lane. 2 heroes are still there. Hazops needs to be back and will fly in again. The same is also true for Leo, and they're gonna get that Golem without a problem. Or so I thought, and then I saw Hiruka moving in there, but yeah, the Golem is gonna end in their hands, and there it is. They get the golem just in time, and that golem is definitely strong. But Leo might be in trouble. He gets stunned, and is there gonna be more? No, he speeds himself up and then just moves away. 5 kills against 3, level 11, nearly 12 versus 10, and this should be the curse. This tribute is gonna spawn, and the golem down here will not die in time for them to move up to the top and just take it out. I mean, right now, this is tricky. I mean, just look at that golem, already wrecking faces, wrecking that complete tower there as well. This golem is taken, they take the boss. They already know, of course, with the vision that they have, that down there, it's not gonna matter. There comes the attempt of them to maybe push in and take a fort, but at the same time, this golem is gonna die. The curse is there. They already started with a boss up here, so that boss is not gonna take long to annihilate. Down here, the wall might be breached, and they are going straight for that keep, but still, it's gonna be a trade, and it's gonna be a good one for Team Paper, and they know that. They're already moving in for a bribe, I think, to get those 2 siege shines, and then they have the golem pushing up at the top. They could go straight for that mid fort if they wanted to, and that's exactly what they're doing. The golem is going to take care of the top. These two are actually going to take care of the wall here, and, well, Hazorps and his teammates are losing a lot of momentum here right now. They're already using the B button to move back, but they're definitely going to lose the fort in the middle, and that fort up to the top. I don't think they're going to be able to hold that either. Especially not with those siege giants down here already demolishing the wall that we see towards the keep. So the fort is down, and they move down to the bottom. They take the hard camp here. Team Paper, that is. They have the level 13 talent, and they are not stopping there. They're even claiming more. Frost shot already taken. Oh my god, the hook and the gorge against the Uther. And that Hiruka is down. Hiruka is down, and they can't do anything about it. The golem is still alive, by the way. The golem is still pushing. Are they even gonna get the mid wall? They are moving towards it with the knights. The knights are helping them out, and Team Wellmet is in so much trouble. I don't even have words for them. Like, they are currently richtig tief in der Scheiße here. Like, they are in so much trouble. They lost already the wall up at the top, or at least parts of it. They're sacrificing the towers right now against the creep wave. In the mid lane, they have at the same time a problem with all those heroes pushing in. They have the 13 talent now, but they're 2 levels behind in just a second when we have 13 versus 15. And Team Paper is just doing whatever they can. They're already moving back, claiming maybe even more camps, going for that night camp, going for that potential camp here. But they always have the hook, and they get it. Do they have another gorge? Not right now. The Emerald Wind is being used, and immediately the strafe. The strafe, and Socket just jumps in with the metamorphosis. I don't think he can survive that. He actually moves in. Oh, nice Shokanor. Really well done. That drops Nika. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. He's alive. Nika is alive, but they lost 1 hero each. It is the Chen versus the Arthurs that they lost there. Soldro moves back, but up to the top. The first tower is down, the second one is about to die, and they are starting to chase again. Without the tank for Team Wellmet, they are chasing, and they are chasing hard. The hook against Zokke. Goodbye, Illidan. He was not prepared. 10,000 years have not been enough to prepare him for this moment. He goes down, level 15 versus 14, and we are close to the level 16. We're extremely close to the level 16 right now. And with that talent, I mean, this is getting extremely difficult now for Wellmet to come back. It's the problem that we've been talking about earlier. If they start losing heroes, they have so many squishies that it is going to be a chase against them. And especially that Jaina is in a very bad spot. So up to the top, once again, we have like the towers claimed, because at this point the map presence of Team Paper is amazing. Like, they have every single watchtower, they see everything, they know everything. They know also that there's another minute on the boss, so they can just go for the tribute here immediately and try to like take that out. And of course, with the 16 talent, there's not even going to be a contest. Like, Wellmet is not going to move in and try and take that, because those talents are just too strong. There's the slam, the stun on the slam, we have the blood for blood. This is something that you just can't contest here. Nova with a crippling shot, and Nova didn't die in a long time, so she has actually got a lot of gathering power here that she can utilize. And this is spelling trouble. Oh, there might be a hook. No, okay, no hook. They know it's already a bit too late. So they're moving into the middle again. They want the keep, and they're starting with a snipe. Nova is dropping some damage, and the rest of the Wellmet team is there. Is there maybe a hook against Nomi? Yes, they got it, they got it, they got it! Oh, the burst, oh god, oh god, oh god. Oh my god, the burst against Nomi, it's so much with that Nova there, and that Bala, like the burst damage is just unreal. It is crazy. and now they just move down. They can go for the boss again. 4 seconds on the boss. That camp up at the top is pushing this in a little bit, but of course, well met, they can't even move and contest the boss. They still don't have the 16 talent, and they're 1 hero down. They are 1 hero down, and there's nothing else. Up in the middle, what do we have here? Yes, indeed, we have the boss being annihilated, and another tribute is spawning as well, and guess where that is? Right next to it. This is going to be tribute number 2 for Team Paper. 10 kills, 9 kills actually against 4. Looking at damage just for a second, what do we have there? Hazorb still leading the ranks with 19,000, but Nikak, Khaldor and ADRD following him up closely. The top fort has been taken. They realize that they can't do anything down at the bottom, so they might as well take the fort and get the 16. So that's what they did. 16 for them now, but the mid keep is already gone, and the bottom keep is what we see. Well met headed next for the defense, since Team Paper is pushing in and is pushing in with the boss. The boss is already there. They have the siege giant camp behind them as well. That's a lot of damage against the structures here, and just 1 hook could potentially finish the game. Okay, not that hook. Like, that hook was pretty bad. Solidro hooking a creep that's right in front of him. Apparently he didn't see that. Like, I don't know what that was, but that was not good. Okay, so the keep, look at that keep. Look at the siege giants doing the damage. There's just no way to save the keep. The question is, can they finish the game now or not? Once again, the Gorge against the Arthurs. The ulti already. Precision strike hitting nearly nothing. But Hiruk is nearly dead and Arthurs is already down. Soke is in trouble as well. Where's that stun by Xoltro? He doesn't even hit it. He hits the hook on the other hand. And 3 heroes down. The boss is still alive. Another one dies. Jaina is getting completely butchered here. And this might even be a game. With like 3-4 heroes down and all of them still up, they can just go straight for it. Another attempted hook against Hazorb, but 1 single false that is not going to change the battle. It's not going to happen. This looks like it's going to be the 2nd victory in the best of 3 for Team Paper. The Polish team takes down the German team, takes down well met, and is the 2nd champion in the GO4Heroes history. Congratulations to Team Paper. Extremely well played here. Well met and good job. GG and congratulations to Team Paper.